Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be rich? Is it the coins in your pocket or the peace in your heart? Long ago, in a quiet village in India, two very different men would discover the answer. Through a journey of art, wealth, and wisdom. This is the story of the artist and the money mind. Long ago, in a small village near Rajgir, lived two very different men. One was Arun, a kind, talented artist. He painted sunrise scenes, flying birds, and smiling faces, not for fame or money, but because art filled his heart with peace. The other was Raghav, a wealthy merchant's son. He counted coins all day, built big houses, and believed happiness came only from gold. Yet every time Raghav saw Arun painting joyfully, despite having little food or comfort, he felt something strange, a mix of confusion and envy. One afternoon, near the riverbank, Raghav said, "Arun, how can you smile with so little? You have no wealth, no status, no power." Arun smiled gently and replied, "I have colors, sunlight, and peace in my heart. That's enough." Raghav laughed. "Peace doesn't buy food, money does." Arun replied softly, "Maybe, but a restless mind can never taste peace, even with all the gold in the world." Their voices grew louder, until a passing monk said, "The Buddha is teaching nearby. Why not ask him who is truly rich?" They agreed to go. The artist and the merchant began their journey, walking through forests and hills for 2 days. Arun admired the butterflies, the whisper of wind through leaves, and the sparkle of rivers under sunlight. But Raghav kept counting how much money he was losing each hour by not being at work. One saw beauty. The other saw loss. That was the difference in their minds. Finally, they reached the Buddha, sitting peacefully beneath a great Bodhi tree beside a calm, flowing river. They bowed deeply. Raghav spoke first. "Lord, tell me, who is richer, the man with wealth or the man with nothing?" The Buddha smiled and said, "Let me answer with a small test." The Buddha handed each man an empty bowl. "Go to the nearby village," he said, "and fill this bowl with whatever gives you joy." Raghav thought, "This is easy." He rushed to buy jewels, coins, spices, and perfumes. He filled his bowl with treasures and smiled proudly. Arun walked slowly. He smiled at children playing, picked a flower, accepted a handful of rice from a kind woman, and gathered water from a stream. He placed them gently in his bowl. When they returned, the Buddha asked them to show what they found. Raghav stepped forward first. "Lord, my bowl is heavy with gold and perfumes, full of value." The Buddha nodded. "And your heart?" Raghav paused. "My heart? It's tired. I worked hard to collect all this." Then the Buddha turned to Arun. "And you, my son, what did you find?" Arun bowed. "I found smiles, kindness, beauty, and peace." The Buddha smiled. "See, Raghav, your bowl is full, but your mind is empty. Arun's bowl is simple, but his heart is full. Real wealth is not in your hands, it's in your thoughts." That night, Raghav could not sleep. He looked at the stars, thinking of his gold and jewels, but all he felt was emptiness. For the first time, he envied not Arun's paintings, but his peace. The next morning, he went back to the Buddha and said, "Lord, how can I learn to have a mind like his?" The Buddha replied, "Stop counting what you don't have and start being grateful for what you do. When your thoughts change, your world changes." Raghav returned to his village, a changed man. He still did business, but now with compassion. He helped the poor. He supported young artists. He smiled more often. Arun continued to paint, but now, side by side with his friend. The artist taught him joy. The merchant taught him discipline. Together, they found balance. Under the Bodhi tree, the Buddha once said, "Peace comes not from possessing more, but from needing less." Money can buy comfort, but not contentment. Wealth can build walls, but not peace of mind. True happiness is not in your bank balance, but in your state of thought. And so, in the end, the richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. Because when your mind is grateful, you already own the greatest treasure of all, inner peace. Peace comes not from having more, but from thinking